Good morning children. Chapter 7 Extra Problems. In the given figure AB equal to CD, AD equal to BC, and then prove that triangle ADC congruent to triangle CBA. So we will write first what is given. What is given? AB equal to CD. Already marked in the figure, AB equal to CD. So AB is the first equal side. Now second, AD equal to BC. That is the hypotenuse for the figure. AD equal to BC, second equal side. To prove triangle ADC congruent to triangle CBA. Okay. Proof now I'll write. In triangle ADC, triangle CBA, what are the equal sides we will take first? ADC, the first equal side we have marked as a DC. DC equal to, which is the second triangle, CBA. CBA, the first equal side we marked as a AB only. So I'll write here AB. Next, what is the second equal side from ADC? ADC is the first triangle, so AD I can write. So correspondingly, what is the second equal mark side? BC only. Now we got two sides and one more angle we should get, that should be included angle only possible, and otherwise one more side. So what we will check means that ADC AC is coming, right, and CBA again AC is coming, so AC equal to AC. So what are the reasons we will write here? It is given, again given, but for this common. So all the three sides we are getting here. Therefore triangle ADC congruent to triangle CBA. All three sides only, so triple S criteria, right? So hence proved. So it is easy only because in the figure itself it is marked two equal sides, right? So one more side we required, one more angle there is no chance for getting, one more side only required. The side is we are getting common, right, based on the common only. So we will complete the common only here. So this is called the statement with reasons, right? That should be written correctly. So triangle ADC congruent to triangle CBA by SSS criteria. ABCD is a square. X and Y are the points on the sides AD and BC respectively, such that AY equal to BX. Prove that BY equal to AX. So what is given in the square? So what is given in the question? ABCD is a square. Okay, we will write like that only. ABCD is a square. X is a point on the side AD. So here we have marked already X, and Y is a point on the side BC. And moreover, what is given? AY equal to BX. So that is only given part for us. That is again AY equal to BX. To prove, what is to be proved? BY equal to X. Which is the side? This one, BY. BY equal to AX. So no construction, we have to go for proof only. So proof we are writing. So BY should be one of the side, right? BY equal to AX. BY is one of the side, means the angle we can take as BYA. So triangle BYA. Again, what is the next side? AX. So AX be the one of the side, then the triangle name is AXB. Okay, right. BYA and AXB are the two triangles. Now which are the equal sides here? In BYA, which is the equal side, already we marked BYA is AY. So AY equal to BX. It is already given in the question. So we will write that given. Now it is given that question in the ABCD is a square only. So each angle equal to 90 degrees. So we marked here ABCD is 90 only angles. Now according to BYA is not a complete angle. Which angle is coming completely? Angle B. So we should write here angle B equal to, what is the name of the second triangle? AXB. AXB. So completely which angle is coming? A or B? It is coming A only. Complete angle A is coming. So here I should write A equal to 90 degree. We can write a given as a reason. Now you check that angle B equal to angle A 90 degree. Always we should consider first if it is possible to get a 90 degree means we should think about right RHS criteria only. Now AY and BX also we got here. So only one triangle we should consider first. BYA I am considering first. So this is 90 degree we have taken as equal angle. What is the side opposite to this one? AY. AY we have already written. So it is a hypotenuse, right? And here we got right angle. So what is the extra additional criteria? We want one more side only. So let us see that BYA, BY to be proved, so we cannot take that side. AY is given and a right angle is given. So what is the left side? It is AB. Okay, so here AB I have written. Now let us see that AB is also coming in the next triangle, which is that triangle AXB. See that AXB, we have taken BX and we have taken angle A and AB is coming. So AB is the common side. Okay, therefore triangle BYA, that is the name of the first triangle. BYA I will take. For B, what is the correspondence? A only. So triangle A I will start. Okay, for B it is A only. So we have to write that. For A it is B only. See that one, Y and X is the criteria here. So here what we can write? Okay, we cannot go for that one. Angle B and angle A only we have taken. So A for B it is used. We cannot use because it is B only here. So what is the common here? AY and AB. Which letter is common here? A. Similarly BX and AB, which is common here? The first statement and third statement you see. That is AY and AB. Which letter is common? A. Similarly BX and AB, which is common? B only. So for A it is B only. So we will write here AB. Now which letter is left here? AB we have used. It is X only. Now the criteria you must be careful. It is RHS. Don't think that two side and one angle we got it can be SAS. You should verify that whether it is RHS or SAS. So now we got that triangle BYA congruent to triangle AXB by RHS criteria. Now let us take for BY. What is the corresponding side for BY? It is AX by CP CT, hence proved. So in this triangle BYA and AXB we have chosen. Why? We have to prove BY equal to AX. So BY and AX should be one of the side of the triangle. So BYA and AXB we have taken. In that triangle you should see the order. BYA I have written. That means I should write AY first. BYA. AY will come here. Instead of AY, if anybody is writing BX, then it is wrong because we have written BYA first only, right? So AY equal to BX given, angle B equal to angle A equal to 90 because each angle of a square is 90 degree only. Now we got right angle, we got hypotenuse. Now we have to go for the common criteria. So AB equal to AB. That means we got right angle, hypotenuse and one side. So triangle BYA congruent to triangle AXB by RHS criteria. What is the CPCT of this one? We can write BY equal to AX by CPCT. So hence we got the required result, hence we proved the theorem. Next question. In triangle PQR, PQ equal to QR. L, M and N are the midpoints of the sides PQ, QR and RP respectively. Prove that Ln equal to Mn. Right? So triangle PQR, if PQ equal to QR, so PQ equal to QR means what we can write? The two sides are equal in the question. So what about the base angle? The base angles are also equal. So I'll write in the given, what I can write? PQ equal to, in triangle PQR, PQ equal to QR. What is additional points they are given? L, M n midpoints of PQ, QR and RP, right? Now to prove Ln equal to Mn. Proof. Okay, we have to continue with the proof. Means in triangle PQR, what we are given, PQ equal to QR. This implies which angles are equal. PQ means which angle? Angle R. Angle R equal to angle P. What is the reason for this one? That is the angles opposite to equal side. I'll write here angles opposite to equal side. Okay, I'll make it equation 1 only. Now we have got the criteria that L, M and N are the midpoints. So L is the midpoint, means what you can say about PL and LQ, that is also equal, and QM and MR, because M is the midpoint here. Similarly, N is the midpoint, means PN equal to NR. This equal we have marked according to the first part, that is PQ equal to QR, right? Each part we are not writing, that is L, M, N. All three are the midpoints only. So what is the meaning of this one? PL equal to LQ and QM equal to MR and PN equal to NR. That is already explained in the given part. Now we have to write that half of PQ equal to half of QR, because the half of the equals are equal only. So half of PQ means I can go for either PL or LQ, right? Similarly, half of QR means what I can go either QM and MR. So we should prove that Ln is the equal side. Ln and Mn are the equal side. So Ln is coming of the triangle PLNN, means this PL is coming as a half of the PQ. Similarly, Mn is the first side. So Mn is one of the side. MNR we have to take for getting triangle MNR. So what we can write, half PQ and half QR, means we can selectively we can think about PL equal to MR. I can write the same thing, LQ and equal to QM also I can write, but that is not required for the proof, because Ln is the side we need. So Ln and LQ is coming this side only. So Ln and P is the one triangle we are going to take. QM is the side, means this is the triangle we are going to take, so that we are not using what is the angle, because these two only equal angles we got. So if you are coming here, we are not getting any equal angles, so that is why we are choosing these two and triangles only, these two triangles, because already we got one equal angles there, right? So PL equal to MR only we are going to take. So PL means this side and MR means this side. Now see, if I consider MRN is the triangle, because Mn is one of the side, Mn is a part of it, MNR is the triangle we are getting. Already we have written that PR is the equal side to PL, right? Angle R we already marked, because base angles are equal. Now which is the side left there? RN, right? Similarly, PL, if you take a PLN is the triangle, because Ln should be one of the side. PL we got equal to MR, so the first equal side we got and angle which is marked here, angle P. Now if I go for the third side, Ln to be proved only, so Pn is the left side. So Pn and N are also equal by the midpoint property, right? So we are choosing these two triangle for the proof. What is to be proved? Ln and Mn. So we are taking that in triangle LNP and triangle MNR. Now you see L and P, which is the equal angle, angle P we marked. In triangle MNR, angle R is marked using 1, right? Or we have to write proved in 1. Okay. Now which is the side we got? PL equal to MR. I'll make it to 2 only. right? Now half of PQ equal to half of QR means PL equal to MR. Now which side I should write first? LNP and MNR. So PL is coming correct only. PNL means PL is coming. So I'll write here. This is angle only. Okay. Next PL equal to MR. Proved in 2. Now we got angle and the side. So one more side we required, that is PN. We have to take a PN equal to NR. What is the reason for PN equal to NR? N is the midpoint. Now one triangle only take, which is the first triangle, LNP. LNP, we mark the equal side is this and the included angle is this, and now we have written that PN. So this side also we have taken. So first side, second side and the included angle. So what is the criteria now? Triangle PLN is congruent to triangle. For P, what is the angle? So correspondence is with R only. So for P, R is gone. So for L, it is M only. R, M, N is the order. Now what is the criteria? This angle is included. Here side and here side. So we verified that angle is included only. So SAS criteria, these two triangles are congruent. Now tell me, what is the correspondence of LN side? LN equal to MN by CPCT. So hence proved. I repeat, what are the criterias we have to take now? PQ equal to QR. Already it is given that isosceles triangle PQ and QR. So base angle we have marked R equal to P. So we got equal angles, angle R and angle P only. Now from this only we are continuing. Half of P equal to half of QR. So we required PL because LN is one of the side and I cannot come this side for making the triangle. So L and P we are going. So half of PQ means I am writing PL. Similarly, half of QR means I'll write here MR. So these two points you have to remember only. After this we can go for the triangles. Name correctly LNP and MNR. We already got angle P equal to angle R and PL equal to MR. Now for the third criteria, PN equal to NR. Now triangle PLN is congruent to triangle RMN by SAS congruence criteria. Now LN equal to MN by CPCT, hence proved. With this today's class I am winding up. Thank you.